Today I'm going to talk about Korean education system. Before I talk about education system, I'm gonna talk about how Korea grew. Korea had a Korean War 60 to 70 years ago, and that war destroyed everything in Korea. So Korea was actually really, really poor. But in between these 60 years, Korea grew really, really fast, and now Korea became the best and famous country in the world, economically, culturally, and socially. Since Korea grew really fast in short period, there was a problem. Korea wants people who works really fast, people who work hard, and people who are really, really smart. So people didn't want people don't want to find other workers who are creative, talented. We just want people who are really smart, and that's it. So if you can see our economic system, there's a problem in education system too. Um, Korea, when I was in middle school and high school in Korea, I went to middle school and high school in Korea, and in middle school, I went to school at 8 a.m., and I was in school until 5 p.m. After school, I went to after school. That started 6 p.m., and that was until 12 a.m. in the midnight. And I came back home at 12 a.m., and I had to study. I just wash my face, and I go to sleep 2 a.m. And I woke up at 7 a.m. again. So in middle school, I studied all day long, and I slept like 6 hours. And that's the normal middle school students. And for high school, it was more tense because I have to go to school at 7 a.m. and then I was in school until midnight. So I was in school for like 16 hours, 17 hours per day. And I came back home. I have to study until 2 a.m. and I go back home. I go back to school. I go back to sleep and wake up at 6 a.m. again. So in high school, technically, I slept like 4 to 5 hours per day. And that's not only me, it's like normal high school student. I'm gonna show you this picture. This is the picture of how Korean study. This is the school. And do you see this little, little desk? And that's how we study. And this is how the classroom looks like. And this is how like after school looks like. So now you guys will be curious, why do we have to study a lot? This is because we need to go to college, good college. In Korea, like in America, there's A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus, right? But in Korea, it's 1 to 10 scale. 1 is A plus, 2 is A, 3 is A minus, and blah, 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 blah. But however, if you get below 4, it's same as F, because like what I said, Korean likes people who have good grade and smart, and that's it. So if you get below 4 or 5, it's technically F. In college, if you want to go to college, good college, they only see your grades, nothing else. If you are good in piano, if you're really good in painting, they don't even care. They don't care. Even in art field, they want you to be smart. So, for example, there was a guy who was really smart and he was really famous in worldwide. So he was Korean. So he went to the best Korean university, the best Korean university, but he ended up commit suicide because he he was just really talented, and he was creative, and he was awesome. But like Korea, they only want you to study, so he was in pressure to study, and he couldn't show his talented mind and talented show. And I think that's totally wrong, and I think Korean have to totally have to change the education system. Um, so suicide rate. Korean students suicide a lot, and I will tell you that there's a lot of my friends who commit suicide, and I heard a lot of stories who commit suicide because of studying. This is the rate of suicide who are teenager. As you can see, there's Italy, Mexico, Greece, Turkey, blah blah blah, Japan, Hungary, and Korea is the best. I read an article that Korean is a top 3 teenager suicide rate country. So it's really really sad, and it's it's really bad situation. I think we totally need to change this education system, but it's really hard because Korea is really small country. It's like really small. And but there's so many people in Korea. That is another reason why we want people who are smart, because we have to grow, but there's too many people, so we only find people who are smart, not talented. We want people who are smart. I think there will be a way to change this education system, and I believe Korean government is trying to fix this system, but I know it's gonna take a long time. But we have like all the Korean people have to focus on this problem and try to figure it out. So in conclusion, I strongly believe this Korean education system is totally wrong, and adults and companies or colleges have to choose students who are talented and creative, not just looking at their grades. And also I want to tell Korean parents to look at their children in open mind, not only for their grades. They have so many talented skills and so many other skills they want to do, but Korean parents want to see their children as their only want to see their grades, and that's it, an A plus. So I'm persuading you guys that please, we need to focus on this problem, and many people think this is not a big deal, but I believe this is a really big deal. I got this source from NewYorkTimes.com, TheAsian.asia, KoreanOwl.com, and WorldOfBuzz.com. Thank you for listening, and I hope my speech persuaded you guys. Thank you.